Elite Dangerous is a massively multiplayer online space simulation game developed and published by Frontier Development. The game takes place in a vast and fully realized galaxy that players can explore, trade, fight, and mine in. It features an open-world sandbox gameplay that allows players to engage in a wide range of activity. From bounty hunting and piracy to exploration and scientific research, the lore of Elite Dangerous is complex and deep, with a rich history and countless factions vying for power and influence in the galaxy. The game's story spans hundreds of years and encompasses a wide range of events and conflict, from the rise of the superpowers to the discovery of alien life forms and the emergence of powerful new technologies. In this article, we will explore the main plot and lore of Elite Dangerous from the Horizon to the Odyssey update, covering the major events and conflicts that have shaped the game's universe over the years. Horizon's update. The Horizons update was released in 2015 and introduced a variety of new features and gameplay mechanics to Elite Dangerous. At the center of the Horizons update was the introduction of the Engineers, a group of NPC characters who offered players the ability to modify their ships and weapons in unique and powerful ways. The Engineers were located in hidden bases scattered throughout the galaxy, and players had to complete various tasks and missions to gain access to their services. The introduction of the Engineers added a new layer of depth to Elite Dangerous gameplay, as players could now customize their ships and weapons to better suit their playstyle and the challenges they faced. In terms of lore, the Horizons update introduced a number of new storylines and plot threads. One of the most significant was the introduction of the Thargoids, a race of insectoid aliens who had been a part of the Elite Dangerous universe since the original game in 1984. The Horizons update revealed that the Thargoids had returned to the galaxy after a long absence, and that they were hostile towards human beings. The Thargoids were first encountered by players in the Pleiades star cluster, where they had established a number of mysterious structures and bases. The Thargoid storyline continued to evolve over the years, with new discoveries and encounters revealing more about their motives and capabilities. Beyond Update. The Beyond update was released in 2018 and introduced a range of new features and improvements to Elite Dangerous, including enhanced graphics, a new trading data system, and improvements to the game's multiplayer experience. The Beyond update also introduced a new series of storylines and plot threads, including the introduction of the Guardians, an ancient and powerful alien race that had been extinct for millions of years. The Guardians storyline involved players uncovering the ruins of the Guardians civilization and piecing together their history and technology. This involved exploring ancient structures and deciphering alien languages, as well as battling hostile drones and other Guardians artifacts. The Beyond update also introduced a new type of ship, the Alliance Challenger, which was designed to be a heavy-duty combat vessel capable of taking on even the toughest enemies. In terms of the game's overall lore, the Beyond update added new layers of complexity and intrigue to the Elite Dangerous universe. Players discovered that the Guardians had been involved in a conflict with another powerful alien race known as the Thargoids, and that their technology was key to understanding the Thargoids' motives and capabilities. In addition to the Guardians storyline, the Beyond update also introduced a new criminal faction known as the Red Kachina, which was involved in a range of illegal activities throughout the galaxy. Players had the opportunity to engage with the Red Kachina through a variety of missions and tasks, which often involved smuggling, piracy, and sabotage. One of the major events in the Beyond update was the discovery of a mysterious megaship called the Golconda, which was adrift in space and filled with thousands of cryogenically frozen colonists. The Golconda storyline involved players uncovering the secrets of the colonists and helping them establish a new home in the galaxy. In addition to the new storylines and factions, Beyond Update also introduced a number of quality-of-life improvements to the game, including improvements to the game's mission system. The Beyond Update was a major milestone for Elite Dangerous, as it demonstrated the game's ongoing commitment to evolving and improving its gameplay mechanics and storyline. The September Update. The September Update was released in 2019 and introduced a range of new features and gameplay improvements to Elite Dangerous. One of the most significant additions was the introduction of fleet carriers, massive capital ships that players could purchase and use to travel the galaxy, store and transfer cargo in ships, and provide services to other players. The fleet carrier system was designed to be a major new addition to the game's economy, allowing players to establish their own trade routes and become key players in the game's wider economy. The September update also introduced a number of quality-of-life improvements, including changes to the game's mining and exploration mechanics, improvements to the game's tutorial system. In terms of lore, the September update added new plot threads and storylines to the Elite Dangerous universe, including the discovery of a new type of alien life form known as the Guardian Codex. The Guardian Codex storyline involved players uncovering the secrets of the Guardian's advanced technology and using it to unlock powerful new abilities and equipment. The September update also introduced a new faction called the Pilots Federation, which acted as a governing body for the game's pilots and provided a range of services and benefits to players. Odyssey Update. The Odyssey update was released in 2021 and introduced a range of major new features and gameplay mechanics to Elite Dangerous, including the ability to explore planets on foot, engage in first-person combat, and interact with NPCs in a more immersive and dynamic way. The Odyssey update represented a major shift in the game's focus, as it allowed players to engage with the game's universe in a much more tactile and immersive way than ever before. In terms of the game's lore, the Odyssey update added new storylines and plot threads to the Elite Dangerous universe, including the introduction of a new faction called the Neo-Marlinists, a group of radicals who sought to overthrow the existing political order and establish a new regime based on their own ideology. The Neo-Marlinist storyline involved players uncovering the secrets of the faction and battling against their forces in a variety of missions and tasks. The Odyssey update also introduced a new type of gameplay mechanic known as the Apex Interstellar Taxi Service, which allowed players to quickly and easily travel between star systems using automated transport vessels. In addition to the new gameplay mechanics and factions, the Odyssey update also added a range of quality-of-life improvements, including enhancements to the game's mission system and improvements to the game's graphics and performance. Conclusion: Elite Dangerous is a vast and complex game that has evolved and grown over the years. From the introduction of the Engineers in the Horizons update to the introduction of fleet carriers in the September update, and the first-person gameplay of the Odyssey update, the game has continued to innovate and expand its gameplay mechanics and lore. The Elite Dangerous universe is filled with a rich and diverse cast of characters, factions, and storylines, and the game's ongoing development ensures that there will always be new adventures to be had and secrets to be uncovered. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video about the main plot and lore of Elite Dangerous. From the Horizon update to the Odyssey update, I hope that you found it informative and engaging, and that it has given you a deeper appreciation for the game's universe and storyline. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking it and subscribing to the channel for more gaming-related content. Your support means a lot to us and motivates us to create more high-quality videos like this in the future. Thank you again for your time and attention, and we hope to see you in the next video.
Mission objective detected. Scan detected.
Okay, Commander. Initiating SLF deployment. Presence online, awaiting your orders.
Hatch tracking input expired. Programming window
Docking completed. Hangar is secure, Commander.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage. Mission objective detected.
Wilco, Bay is prepped. Systems online. Fighter is online. I'm ready when you are. Roger that, Commander. Moving to engage.
Flight assist off. Flight assist on. Scan detected. Scan detected.
Far God cultists rescue Seo Jin A. Seo Jin A has arrived safely in the Loiten star system, aboard an order of the Far God megaship. A message was transmitted by the first apostle of the True Chapters, a proactive sect of the pacifistic religion, from aboard the Testament. The one known to non-believers as Subject D2 or Sajin A is sacred to us as the Preceptor, the first human to interpret the will of the Far God. We know her to be a holy emissary, on a personal pilgrimage that exposed her to great danger. I was able to convince my brethren to locate the Preceptor and offer her safe harbor from the heretics. I beseeched the Preceptor to help us hear the Far God's divine thoughts as she does, but she informed me that the time was not yet right. She requested a reunion with her friends, who also seek ways to commune with its heralds. While this insistence on collaborating with the unworthy is curious, we have faith that the Far God guides her path. One day the Preceptor will prepare us for the extinction of all life. It is our honor to serve her. Professor Albert Tesro gave a statement to the media. I am very grateful to the First Apostle for her help. The Testament's timely intervention routed several unidentified hostile ships that were hunting Sajin A. Once she has completed a medical assessment, we hope to learn more about her recent findings. Congressman Tom Gillespie has instructed Aegis not to make formal contact with Far God cultists, whose faith is outlawed in the Federation as well as the Empire. A week's clemency has been issued in recognition of Sir's safe return, but the Testament's presence deep in federal territory is likely to irritate President Hudson. Congress votes against Hudson contravention. President Zachary Hudson's motion to allow him to serve a second term of office has been defeated by congressional vote. The proposal would have temporarily repealed the 77th Amendment of the Federal Accord, which sets a maximum presidential term
Mission objective detected.
of 8 years. A narrow majority voted not to accept this change to the Federation's constitution.
Scan detected.
President Hudson addressed Congress following the announcement of the result. The Federation's democratic principles are paramount, and so I accept the decision of this chamber. I only hope that the disruption caused by a shift in leadership does not weaken our ability to withstand the current challenges. It is with total conviction that I say the Republican Party will
Wilco, Bay is prepped. Systems online.
achieve victory in the ongoing war and maintain security within a
Flight assist off.
Heli presence online. Awaiting your orders.
orders. I intend to support the next Republican candidate to the best of my ability. This outcome
Copy that, Commander. Engaging enemy now.
confirms that President Hudson's administration will officially end shortly after the election, which is expected to take place in June but with no official date set. However, considering his many commercial and military connections, Hudson will remain a powerful political figure with a loyal supporter base. Nominees for the Republican Party's new presidential candidate have begun lobbying for support. The frontrunners are 3 senior members of Hudson's cabinet: Vice President Jerome Archer, Secretary of State Lana Berkovich, and Grand Attorney Edwin Espinosa. Congressman Tandeka Kwabe has also been nominated.
Multiple targets in this area, Commander. Could be dangerous.
Despite her relative inexperience, the Liberal Party's candidates, Shadow President Felicia Winters and her running mate Isolde Rochester, have launched their presidential campaign. Several independent candidates are challenging the 2 main political parties, but only the famous entrepreneur Zachary Rackham is being viewed as a serious threat. Rumors circulate around Seojin A. An anonymous source has leaked information regarding Seojin A, suggesting that she may be
Target destroyed.
in serious jeopardy.
Hear you loud and clear. I'm moving in.
Target shields offline.
Copy that, Commander. Engaging enemy now. Fighter retrieval initiated, Commander. Retrieval process complete, Commander.
Frameshift drive charging. Three, two, one. Engage. Mission objective detected.
Okay, Commander. Initiating SLF deployment. Telepresence online, awaiting your orders. Hear you loud and clear. I'm moving in. We've got multiple hostiles here. Let's take them out one at a time.
Flight assist on. Target destroyed.
Affirmative. Maneuvering to attack position.
Target shields offline. Target destroyed. Frameshift charge detected.
Automated docking ready to commence.
Frameshift
Docking
drive
completed.
charging.
Hangar is secure, Commander.